And welcome to another episode of Strangers in the Alps, a movie podcast where every week we discuss movies of all genres, types, colors, fragrances.
Whatever passes as a movie, we'll cover it. We'll talk about it.
If it has a title that's on IMDb, we will cover this movie.
If it reaches theatrical length, which is what, 70 minutes?
70, 75
64 minutes. Like,
if it projects, we can watch it.
In a very rambling but really fun and intelligent.
Really?
I'm Dan.
I'm Travis.
I'm Sam.
Yeah, Sam. I'm Frank.
And this week, what movie did we discuss? Travis, can you read us the all-important log line of the VHS tape?
I'll read the description. When a massive hurricane hits her Florida town, young Haley ignores the evacuation orders to search for her missing father. Dave. After finding him gravely injured in their family home, the two of them become trapped by the rapid floodwaters. With the storm strengthening, Haley and Dave discover an even greater threat than the rising water level, a relentless attack from a pack of gigantic alligators.
Gosh, I wish that's what it would have actually been about.
What movie did you watch?
That's not really how it happened. The flood became very secondary. It wasn't rising till towards the end. The alligators.
Well, yeah, because then they would have died.
No,
they would have drowned.
Travis, would you like to read that again? Because that's not what happens in the movie.
I wasn't paying attention.
It was not in that order. The rising flood was very much secondary to what was going on in the movie.
Do it again.
What? See, I can.
So all I'm saying is that's not really what happened.
You're being pedantic, but I understand what you mean. Because the first line was when a massive hurricane hits her Florida town, which isn't. It's when a hurricane warning hits her town.
But even the rising water, that was until way after the alligators appeared. Way after.
Well, I mean, because that's how the more alligators can get in the house. That's
but
the whole
point
thing.
Is
the more water that gets in.
That description is not accurate.
Yeah,
I didn't write this.
The real threat was generational family trauma. Okay?
That is exactly right.
You're not wrong there.
I cannot wait to talk about this movie.
Oh boy.
What
really? Because you're just tearing everything apart right now.
Well, I just don't like it when I read that same description before I watched the movie.
Okay.
Why did you do that?
Why did you do that?
Because I remembered, I think I saw the trailer for this movie. Let me just read what it's about. Oh, yes, I did watch the trailer for this movie in a movie theater. I don't remember what it was. Well, I'm doing my pre-thoughts. I don't remember what.
Yeah, there you go.
Where I was or like what movie I was seeing. I remember watching it going, oh, this could be kind of fun. And then I never saw it.
Okay, I'm going to go now.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, see, this would have been. I was thinking this would have been better with the video component.
Yeah. By the way, guys, we had a technical difficulty.
This guy named Roger borrowed the cameras. He said he'll give them back. It'll be fine. So
wait a minute, we're not on camera?
I dressed up for nothing.
Dan, open your eyes.
I thought I was looking at myself.
So, if you would like to hear Travis's initial thoughts, if you would like to hear the long version, text 1 to 155 Strangers in the Alps. I'll go.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm trying to do something. Because you're not paying attention.
Because now people will
For this reason.
will be typing 155.
I'm just joking. Okay, so here's my short version. This was my pre-thoughts.
3 hours later.
Hey, Frank, you want to watch a movie? That's it.
Oh, did you guys watch it together?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, it was this movie.
In a movie theater?
Yeah.
Yes.
In Woodland Hills.
Woodland Hills, Promenade 16.
Really?
Yes, sir.
That very place you told me not good things about.
But we also watched.
It's okay. It's gone now.
We also watched it at
it became dine-in.
Yeah, we also watched it at what,
It was a
10:30
ghost- Yeah.
at 10:30 at night.
Yeah, it was a ghost town. There's lots of nobody.
So
It is now a training facility.
What was the sort of thing you called Frank and said, hey, let's go watch Crawl?
Well, because I don't remember the exact reason,
Literally.
but Frank and I had like A-list, and it was just we want. I don't know, because I will say this, getting into pre-thoughts a little more. First seeing the previews and everything for this, I don't think if I had A-list, I would have seen it in theaters, because I was like, I have zero. It looked pretty bland.
AMC sponsor us. You plugged it twice.
But yeah, if I didn't have a
do it
subscription
again.
service, if I didn't have a subscription service that allowed me to see 3 movies a week,
For just a low price of
yeah,
$25.99.
and an upgrade to my popcorn and soda,
And Premier Line.
yeah,
All this and more.
Thank you, AMC.
where a certain actress greeted you into the theater. Yeah, but that was it. It was just, I don't know, about the time I don't know, hey Frank, you want to watch a movie? And
No.
What's what he should have said.
If you like these and other benefits, please, after the movie.
See a crew member.
Sam, what are your pre-thoughts? Do you
Saw
remember?
the trailer. Did not want to watch it at all. Adamant, and I don't care about this movie.
Now, can I ask you why?
I just don't like movies about.
floods.
Attacking creatures?
Yeah, I just don't care for it. It's not my thing.
She doesn't
And-
like gators.
Don't like gators. But and then even like the only reason I would watch it is for this damn podcast.
So this was the first time you saw the movie.
Which is
Yes.
why I was adamant about
Yeah.
having it be a pick.
I don't know if you know this,
He's been wanting to do this for like 2 years.
Dan.
Really?
Yeah.
Dan,
This
I-
movie?
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this,
Season
but
1.
when Sam was a teenager, she was visiting her dad, and there was hurricane warnings.
We had a falling out. I was like a college pro swimmer.
Yeah, Frank was across the street at the gas station.
Yeah, my sister called and was like, "Hey, you haven't been answering your phone."
I'm about to do a 7-hour drive to go say,
Hey.
Hey.
You're walking us right through that plot.
Yeah, I can keep going.
She's swimming through that plot.
Aha.
I think, Frank, give us your pre-thoughts, and then I think we should kind of do just a general plot kind of thing.
Do
Just
we have
general,
to?
very general.
His pre-thoughts were,
Fine.
Travis asked
Your
me.
pre-thoughts were
my pre-thoughts were, Travis asked me, I saw the trailer, I wanted to see it because I thought it was an interesting, like,
And you
setup.
have A-list.
And I had A-list and nothing to do.
He had a list of movies to watch.
And,
Bada bing, bada boom. That's it.
See,
Done.
and yeah.
Kirk. The interesting thing about it, though, is I've liked, in some capacity, the director Alexandre Aja.
I keep asking you what else.
I
He
looked him
did.
up.
He did the Hills Have Eyes
There we
remake.
go. Okay.
He also did Mirrors, and
Yeah,
he did
which is pretty
Piranha.
cool.
He did Piranha 3D. So
3 double D.
no, the first one.
No,
just
the first
3D.
one. He has
Oh.
some class.
So me, like I
Just
did.
kidding.
I
I like him.
I never saw the Hills Have Eyes remake,
Me neither.
but I did see.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, and
You
that's
should
the thing.
watch it.
And that's the thing is I saw Piranha 3D and I saw Mirrors, which both
I
are
didn't like Mirror.
they're both very
Really?
graphic. I
I liked
remember
it.
the first act of Mirrors, like the first hour. I remember like being generally like scared. Like
Maybe I'm
the-
mixing it with Oculus.
I think
I
you
think
are.
you might be.
This it had, like I said, it was very spooky, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know if I want to watch this movie because I was like, oh, it's violent. I'm like, I don't know if I want to watch, like you said, like an alligator movie.
Yeah.
I'm like, I already saw Piranha 3D, like
Yeah.
Three
And
double
double
Ds.
D.
with the poster, like
Wow.
Do that again. Do that again.
no.
Oh
I'm
wait,
the
there's no.
only-
There's no.
Dang, I
no
wish we were
video.
on video
I was
right
gonna say,
That
now.
I'm
was the poster.
You
I'm
would have
the
not
on-
done that if you had a camera.
I
was
would
gonna
have
say,
totally,
I'm
because
the
I-
only woman in this group, and he did it while looking at me.
I was looking at Frank. You were the one.
You mean grabbing his invisible tatas
Yeah.
and shaking them up and down?
I did
Just-
not. Do,
I-
I know. I know.
Did.
Just tatas.
Weird. Tatas.
Wow,
Ta-ta.
Travis.
Gaga. All right. So let's get focused. So,
Let's-
I think
Um,
a general review. Of
all
the
right,
plot
Dan,
would-
do it.
Well, no, it'll be very easy. I mean, we are following this girl who's been a swimmer from her childhood,
Does that come back?
competitive swimmer through her childhood. She's now in college, going to University of Florida, and they're the Gators. Boy, that's subtle.
Does that
And-
come back?
And
Travis.
you can just keep saying that.
Oh, yeah.
And a hurricane hits. She gets a call from her sister. Hey, I haven't heard from Dad. We find out that Mom and Dad are divorced, and Mom's off in Europe with her new boyfriend or husband. I can't
Wow.
remember.
Boy toy.
And so the sister's like, "Oh, I'll go see. I'll go drive down and see if I can find Dad." So she drives down to a point where she's comes to a roadblock with the police, and lo and behold, it's a guy that she knows. Her sister, I guess, dated or whatever. And he says, no, you can't go down there because the hurricane's coming. So she starts to leave, then she's like, oh, fuck it. And she does a U-turn and speeds through, and nobody chases her. Anyway, so she gets down to what I guess Dad's apartment. She goes through it, finds Dad's dog, doesn't find Dad, decides to go down to their, I guess, childhood home, which they were selling. So she takes the dog, they drive down there, they get down there. Of course, the hurricane is with this incredibly overdone CGI sky. I'm sorry. I haven't seen a sky like that since The Wizard of Oz before the tornado showed up. That was over the top.
Mm-hmm. Somewhere over that rainbow.
That was a wildly over CGI sky. But anyway, they get to the house. The storm's getting worse. She gets into the house. She's looking around. Where's Dad? Where's Dad? And then the dog starts barking down to the cellar beneath the house. For those of you who don't know what a cellar is. She goes.
Cellular?
You mean a
She
basement?
goes down into. Is it a basement?
No,
I feel
it's
like it was more of a
It's
cellar.
it's a crawl space.
It was a crawl space.
Get it?
Is that why it's called crawl?
Does
no,
that
it's
come
because of
back?
the gators.
And she goes down there, and she eventually finds Dad, and he's kind of injured. We're not sure why. So she says, I got to get him out of here. She gets a bag. Well, she tries to drag him. She can't do it, so she gets a plastic bag, rolls him up, starts dragging him, and then all of a sudden, kabam, wham, thank you, ma'am, a giant alligator appears. And she somehow escapes the alligator because they get under, I guess, where there's like pipes where the alligator can't get through.
Mm.
So they get sort of in that corner, and I'm just going to jump ahead. Dad kind of comes back. They have a whole conversation. Basically what's going on at this point is the hurricane's going to get worse. Water's starting to come in.
Get out before you
There's-
drown. Or
Right.
get
There's
eaten.
more than one alligator. We find out there's actually 2 or 3 alligators. Then later we find out there's even more alligators.
Oh, no.
She finds eggs.
Yeah. She gets to the nest.
Yeah, the nest. Yeah.
I made a note earlier when the alligators were attacking, going, wait a minute. Alligators basically, they take their prey down to a nest and eat them later. It's usually an underwater thing. But
Dan used to work at a gator park.
regardless of that,
Gator.
we run into a few sort of perilous moments. She goes to a what do you call those in the crawl spaces? Those screen things where you can see out.
I know. Yeah.
It's kind of like a vent.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
vent. It's not the actual, but yeah.
Okay.
She sees across the street.
You're the one
there's a-
asking.
There's a gas station. Oh, there's some people in a boat. They can save us. Oh, wait a minute. Those people are actually thieves. They're
Yeah.
robbing the ATM
Yeah.
and putting in the boat. And then the other kid is in there stealing everything in the ATM.
The priorities are completely different between the 3 of them.
Totally
2 of them
different.
ATM,
I
the
will
other one
Totally
snacks.
different.
I will say though, I do
Oh,
think
you were the
though,
guy getting the
all,
sunglasses
no,
and
all
all
the
candy.
problem, all the 3 different motives. I will say that I think this scene here was my favorite scene in the entire movie.
Of course it was.
Okay, well, we can talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
Alligators attack, eat all 3 of them, or kill all 3 of them, however you want to take it. And from there, I mean, outside of the cop ex-sister's boyfriend shows up with his partner. There's a moment where you think, oh, hey, they might maybe get rescued. He gets attacked and killed by an alligator. The partner gets attacked and killed by an alligator.
Meh.
And then it's just basically the water's rising in the crawl space. How are we going to get out of here? Honey, you can do it. You're a swimmer. You can
What
So
are
it
you?
comes back.
you
What
can
are
hold
you?
you can hold you're a what was the line?
Her name is Haley.
No, what's the line though?
Apex. Predator.
You're an apex predator.
Oh, right.
You can hold your breath because I got up in the middle of the night and saw you doing it. So you can
You're
do this.
brave.
So anyway, honestly, the rest of the movie is really just about rising water, escaping from alligators, and the eventual.
And they get rescued by a
Here come
helicopter.
the helicopters. They shoot off there, or
They
light,
shoot the gator, the
they
alligator
light-
with a flare.
Or they light the flare. The alligator comes, blackout, roll credits.
Wait, helicopters can't crawl.
I mean,
But
that's basically
I will
what it
say
is.
this,
I mean,
Dan.
the third act is
Yeah.
basically just literally
Yeah.
rising water and escaping alligators.
Rising waters.
House
and
of
rising
the
stakes.
House of the
That is-
Rising
That
Water.
is really all it is.
Da-da-da,
Because it
da-da-da.
starts out with we're gonna do this. We're gonna take care of this shit. But then you start
That's what the
thinking
plumber
about
said
it.
too.
You're really not gonna win this. All this is about is just getting away from them.
Survival.
This isn't about killing the shark. This
It's
is
about
about getting the hell away.
Survive as long as you can till
just-
help comes.
Just till help comes. That's it.
But with that said,
Which I would
Dan,
say
it means
is
there's a
I don't know. If,
serious lack of what you would call a climactic moment of
Really?
defeating the bad guy.
well, I don't think.
Absolutely.
Yo, you phrased it that way. Yes.
But there
not,
wa-
not that needed to happen.
I was gonna say,
I
but
know
there
you're gonna-
wasn't. No, I was saying, but at the same time too, there wasn't like, yeah, we knew there was alligators. There wasn't one, and it wasn't the like, oh, here's the alligator with the scar on its
Bruce,
eye.
yeah.
You know what I mean? The main.
There's no Bruce
There's no
here.
there's no main alligator.
But also, like,
I agree.
that's why I didn't want to watch it, because there's so many of those movies that's been done before,
That
obviously, so I
was-
just didn't care for it. However, jumping right in, I feel like from the get-go, I feel like the setup was nice. Like,
Which setup?
like the character, learning that she was a swimmer and all these things, and like there's a rift between her and her dad, and then driving through you find out, oh, there's an alligator farm. It's like all these
So
things
there's
that are
more
set
than
up.
just like generic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And I will say, I think in the final movie it looked a little better than I thought. I just remember I think I was turned off a little bit by the movie too, because every shot in the trailer was just CGI sharks and CGI
And I
alligators.
was like, what part were there the sharks?
And for me, like, I understand, yeah, you're not gonna get like real alligators
But-
in this movie, but I was hoping for like, at least some practical, like mechanical.
But those alligators, those CGI alligators, looked 1,000 times better than the anaconda.
Well, and
A
no,
thousand
and
times
that's
better.
what I was.
Like when I was watching, I was going, I'm okay with this.
No,
Yeah.
and
I accept they look like alligators.
what,
The
20 years in
anaconda
between?
never looked like
and
an
that's
anaconda.
what I was gonna get into is then.
But
when
also,
I'm-
there was a lot of water in this. You
Yeah.
can get away with so
Yeah.
much more with rain and
Wait,
water,
can
which
I-
is what Anaconda never understood. It should have been raining the whole time in that movie.
I have one more point.
Yeah.
What
Do
I
it.
genuinely liked was the motivation for her to go back or go forward into her old home or her dad's apartment, because she needed to find her dad. Like, if it wasn't for that, I'd be like, oh, you're a dumb bitch. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But I feel like, obviously, they're drawing at
There
the
were, like,
heartstrings. So
like I said, there was a reason for everyone to be there.
exactly.
Yeah. And it's like, hey, like the dad's hurt.
Yeah. Or she doesn't know. Right.
It's not just I'm stubborn dad and I won't
Yeah.
leave.
There was a reason for them to be there.
Yeah.
And for everybody else who did show up to be there. But everybody else who showed up were 100% expendable, which is the only reason why they were there, which made it a very... I mean, it's hard to get really, shocked and scared when you see people show up that you know is just there as alligator bait. That's all they're there for. They're not going to make any... They're not going to have any...
Yeah.
There's no
But
chance
with-
of survival
with-
for
yeah.
any of the people that
With-
show up there.
With,
Go ahead.
But with that said, I still think though the scenes were very well done.
Yeah.
Going back to the scene in the liquor store, gas station, when it was just showing you see all the people getting pulled under the water.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. I thought it was well done. Like you said, Dan, it's all CG, but like I said, it didn't bother me because it looked good, and they would use the water and the rain to kind of hide the alligators.
Yeah.
So you knew they were coming, but it wasn't just, look, cut the close up, you see, you didn't get, alligator vision much, and you didn't get, following the alligator. You kind of did.
Man,
you still
I was
got
so happy. You're right.
you
I was
still
so
got
happy they
some
didn't do that.
suspense in there, and that's what I said. It's like even though they had the CGI alligators, there wasn't the over reliance of we have CGI alligators. We can do
Unlike
whatever we
Anaconda.
can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
They did also do a lot of cool moments, like you said, with having people pulled underwater, very Jaws-like, and that don't show as much of it as you can kind of way. I mean, though they did indulge in some CGI alligator,
But it wasn't
But-
too much.
and
no.
Yeah.
And it, you know what? Surprisingly, considering that they only did the CGI in 3 months, I think they did a
Yeah.
really good job.
Oh wow, 3 months only.
And,
Yeah.
and I think too, and that's what you said, Frank. It's and I think too, it plays like I said, it's kind of like Jaws, and it plays off the fears of water and hurricanes in general. It's kind of scary. That's one of the fears. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if anything's going to pop out. It's not just like, oh, we're just in the water to have alligators and we're just running around.
When I found out there were 2 alligators, I was like, "There's 2?"
And then
that
you found out
that moment where with the lightning strike and the like, oh, it's right behind me. That's cool. I love that moment.
Cute.
Yeah, but Dan, could you guess that this entire movie was shot in a soundstage? From the sky.
Of course.
I know.
What studio is this? Paramount?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
That's it.
And
Back when
I'm interested to know now, too, because apparently, well, not apparently, it is what happened. Alexandre Aja took the original script that was written by the 2 brothers, and he and he stretched out a lot of the plot and the thing. So I was like, did the original script focus? I was like, was the whole was that just like the first act? I want to know like what else.
Damn, if he didn't do that, then I wonder how short.
I think it just might have been.
Wait, what did you just say?
Alexandra,
the director.
The director. I feel like I'm saying his name wrong. He did a treatment. Like he kind of rewrote a bunch of the script when he was attached to it.
So, just going off of Wikipedia, it says that he liked the story, the spec script, but he was disappointed that it was in just a one location kind of thing.
See.
And it was just one alligator. So he wanted with a second alligator appearing in the third act. So he just kind of wanted to make it a bit bigger, which honestly,
the second alligator appeared way before the third act.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that's what he wanted.
The original
That's
script.
what the original script had.
And like I said, I think this movie works well. That, I mean, other than like the little areas around it, that it just takes place in the one house. I think it really plays on the strings because it's almost kind of like, and they're calling to the vent, so it's almost like, hey, it's like Die Hard with like alligators.
Yeah, the dad, he looked familiar.
Oh yeah,
What
Barry
else was
Pepper.
he in?
He's been in
Yeah.
Saving Private Ryan, Maze Runner.
He's always like the villain, right? And like most
Kind
of
of.
No, I mean, he would play Saving Private Ryan. He was
Green Mile.
He was one of the guys.
True Grit.
Oh, True Grit.
Yeah, he's done a lot of work.
When I first saw the movie, I didn't recognize him because the like scruffy face like makes him look kind of normal.
Yeah.
I didn't know her at all.
He
But
was-
then she was in Resident Evil, so I looked at that and went, "Oh, they know her."
She was mostly in that TV show.
Yeah,
Skins.
Kaya.
Yeah.
She was.
British.
So I saw this movie, and then they announced Resident Evil, and then it became a COVID movie, and it
Was it
sucked.
already out? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
This was.
I was
it
really
done-
excited
It was
for
Welcome
it.
to Raccoon City.
Yeah,
But she's in that, right?
yeah. She's actually good, but the movie itself is.
When she
Not
was
so-
swimming underwater at one point, she looked so much like Emma Stone.
Yeah,
Underwater, she did.
Yeah.
Not above water.
not
Just
when the
underwater.
alligator was
Clearly-
biting at her, right?
Clearly, none of you have seen the cinematic masterpiece Battlefield Earth, because the dad was the main character in that movie.
Wait, this is not with John Travolta.
Yeah. What? Hey.
Good for him.
Yeah.
He works all the time. That guy.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys that
Ah!
I obviously know.
Yeah, you always
but you
recognize
just
him, but you don't
remember
know
the name. Yeah.
Big
because you've
character,
seen him in
big
so
character
much
actor.
stuff.
Barry Pepper.
Yeah, he was in Battlefield Earth.
Hey.
Excuse me. The correct title is Battlefield Earth: A Saga of the Year
Get the
3000.
fuck out of here.
Year 3000 was a Jonas Brothers song.
It's also
Is it really?
Year 3000. I got
they-
it all wrong. But
Are they beep?
what was that?
Scientologists.
Are they?
I don't know. I'm asking.
I don't think so.
Battlefield Earth.
How about Jonas Brothers?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Battlefield Earth. I'm like, that's Scientology movie.
How did you feel about in the sort of, I would say, towards the end of Act 2, with the whole scene with the father and daughter kind of reviewing their relationship as the water was rising, and they were crying and hugged each other, and
It's like
you know how I felt by the way
Yeah.
I'm describing it, but
I feel like right.
Well, when it
This-
happened to
that's-
Sam.
So let me tell you how I feel.
okay.
Preface.
No, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like you either hate it because it's like right, wrong time, wrong place,
Yeah.
or it goes with the story. I'm in between.
I think the idea is good.
Yeah.
I just think it needed to be an active scene, not an inactive scene.
Yeah. I
In
kinda
other
rolled
words,
my
if
eyes
they'd
a
have
little
been
bit.
like literally swimming and drowning while they were having that dialogue, that I could have accepted.
Really?
Because it would have much more urgency.
Urgency,
a
yeah.
need for this scene to happen.
A sense
This
of
felt
urgency.
very like, okay, let's just stop all action.
Mhm.
Let's just stop all everything, and let's just
Talk.
chit chat about our relationship. No, I mean it was well done. I mean,
Yeah.
in terms of the acting. I mean, emotionally, I had no issue with it. I just needed it to be an activity. Needed to be an active.
Act.
Well, do you think maybe
Like there's a scene. I'll use an example, and none of you will know, so you'll have to think I'm right. But there's a scene in North by Northwest with Alfred Hitchcock movie
I know that movie.
where Cary Grant, when they're like literally trying to survive at the end at Mount Rushmore, when he starts explaining to her all the real reasons what's wrong with him and why this is, and it's so great because they're literally in peril as they're having this conversation, and it's so much better than versus just casually sitting there having the conversation.
Yeah.
I feel like this needed to have peril going on more than, I mean, obviously they
I
were
was
in
gonna say,
peril.
there's 2
See,
alligators,
the thing-
Yeah,
Dan.
but no,
Well,
but I mean, like little
Rising water, Dan.
No,
Like,
but
I think
activity- it all stopped for that
Yeah.
scene.
I-
Everything stopped.
I
Right, I
think
get you.
though. I mean, like I said, I think. See, I can
The
see.
gators were waiting
Yeah,
off on the
they were.
side.
They were talking to
The
each
gators
other.
were like going,
Yeah,
let them.
they were
talk
having
for
the
a minute.
same
They're
moment.
trying to
We'll
resolve.
eat
were-
them in a
They
second.
were having the
Yeah.
same.
Let
But
them
I
cook.
think more though. Like I said, I think. Like I said, I understand why it was kind of there because it's like, oh, like
Oh, I know.
there
why it
was some downtime there, and they only because I think it was like they knew like people were dying. It's like, hey, I can like die at any time, so like let me just say this right now.
I'm not questioning the need for the scene. I'm
I think
questioning the execution of the scene.
And that's what I was saying. Like I understand.
Apart
It could have
from
been
the
a
act.
better way of accomplishing the same exact
Yeah.
scene.
Yeah,
Or
that's
same
that's what I'm saying. It's like I understand why it's there, but it could have been executed better. Like
Yeah.
that's what I was getting.
That's
to.
my only complaint. I get it. I understand. I knew that was coming because the whole setup is a strange father and daughter. So we know
Yeah.
they're going to have to
Work it out,
resolve
yeah.
their relationship in the course of also surviving the alligators.
Trauma.
Yeah.
That's all the background, though. That's I'm just kidding. The real conflict.
We're between the 2 alligators.
How many were there? There were more than
Like
two.
5.
There's like
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, jinx.
It kind of like felt like there was just endless amounts of alligators
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is Florida. so-
because they were just showing up everywhere.
Dan, the alligators weren't real. They can put as many as they want.
Why are you talking low?
They-
Because I was pretending like I
It's
was
just
telling you
one
all this.
alligator. They just filmed them in different
Copy
costumes.
and paste.
Um,
He wants us out of his house.
can I just say that my favorite moment,
Uh-oh.
because I do have one, is actually
Everyone's worst
I
moment.
hope it's
it's-
mine too.
It's a little section, but it
All the
starts
credits.
when they're trying to move away from the house while it's raining.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And they're like, "Yeah, we can do it." And then the eye of the
You mean
storm,
walk their way
Yeah,
over
yeah.
I
to the boat?
love that part.
and then the rain stops, and like, fuck.
Frank was
And
that
then wait, not only that, but they get to the boat, and then the levees break,
Yeah.
and then they get thrown back into the house.
Yep.
yeah.
I think
It was like a
getting
video
thrown-
game. Like
I thought getting thrown back into the house in the boat was freaking crazy. I loved that.
Same. It was.
I agree with you walking across too, like when they both stop and the alligator kind of swims between them. That was really cool.
I had an issue with one particular sequence when she finally swims to the boat. She was swimming against current,
Yes.
and she swam so fast.
Oh yes.
So how did
Felt
she
like they
swim?
sped it up a little bit, didn't it?
Oh, they just bloop,
nee, nee,
tracked
nee,
it.
nee, nee, nee.
But like, how do you swim faster than a bunch of alligators? And how did you swim against the current?
She's a professional
It's
swimmer.
called faith.
And how did
It's
you
called. Hey,
and
It's
then
called
you had
being
to
hey, you know why?
then you
She
had to
was-
slow
Yeah.
down
Right.
to get into the boat, and the alligator's going
God.
full blast.
Yeah.
It's because she was. I don't know if you
Yeah.
know. There's a very special swimsuit you can wear called plot armor,
It's
and
called speedos.
yeah, plot armor.
Of
and
all
she-
the moments,
she
that
had
were
that
a
on.
little
I don't know
over
what
the
that even
top. I
means.
think that
Plot
was the
armor
one that
just-
really pushed against the
Yeah.
the
The
pushed
logic?
against the logic a little bit. I let it go because
Same.
it's like whatever. But
Wait,
I still think about it though.
but I'm okay. Yeah, I agree, but
Mhm.
I'm okay with pushing against logic in movies like this
I
because
agree.
you're 100%. But I agree with you.
yeah,
I thought myself, wow, but they set it up so much.
Yeah, I'm
in
just like,
this movie.
okay.
They had
You're
to deliver.
faster than they are.
Yeah.
That must be true because the dad said it. You're faster than they are.
say it again.
You're faster than they are.
Wait,
But I
actually,
agree, man. That when the lock was it the lock, whatever, when that thing broke open and that water crushed and they crushed them back into the house, that was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, what I like is that they did a pretty good job at giving you hope
Mm-hmm.
and then just
Oh, for sure.
ripping it away so fast.
This is your favorite thing.
Love that. So used to it.
Yeah, I think they presented most of the ridiculous moments with a hint, like just enough credibility to make you kind of like hand wave it.
Mm-hmm.
If you hadn't said anything about the swimming against current thing, I would have noticed it.
Okay, so Dan, plot armor is
he's still at it.
It's when a character or characters survive or succeed at something that is incredibly unrealistic, but they have to because they need to be in it for the plot to continue forward.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so plot armor.
That was it.
Yeah.
Why armor?
Because armor is like protects you.
I got you.
It's not the deodorant.
Yeah, I got you.
So you know how you're talking about how these expendables were used?
Yes.
For me,
Red shirts. Star Trek.
for
Sam
me,
is staring at Travis.
for me, like yes, I can see that like an expendable, but also again with the false hope, it kind of gave me a little bit of hope, even though I knew in the end they would die. But there's a sliver of like, well, maybe.
I wasn't sure about the cops. I 100% knew those three in the ATM were dying.
Yeah,
100%.
that was comical.
From the moment I saw them, I knew, oh, this is how we're killing people. Because we can't kill the dad and we can't kill her. So we got to kill somebody.
And at that point,
here comes some three expendables.
And at that point, we hadn't seen them kill anybody else. So, it was like, for sure.
I was hoping that the cop friend would not go down. The other one,
quick,
I didn't even know who he was, so I didn't care.
He wasn't even in
Cop
the
number 3.
cellar.
And why are you walking towards the swing set where the thing is going?
Right.
I'm staying in my boat. I'm sorry.
Yeah, why would you... First, also,
No, I'm not opening the door.
I am staying.
Yeah,
I'm up the stairs. I hear birds. I am not opening that door.
Why are you reaching down to try to figure out what's caught in the freaking...
Well,
curiosity killed the cat.
That he was successful at. It was
but that was still scary. That's the swing set.
Well, we knew. Yeah, I mean that's the thing about. I mean, unfortunately, you can't just target this movie. This is all movies. We've run out of ways to shock and scare us. We're so ahead of everything now. I mean, I hate to say it, and I'm sure that's not 100% true. But it feels like in these kind of movies, these creature movies, that we've kind of run out of ways to trick us.
Yeah.
Except our movie.
Right. Well, I wanted to talk about that.
Okay.
Not our movie, but what I think in our movie would be an example of that. But it feels like the movies that are able to mesh a couple of genres together to accomplish maybe an old-fashioned idea, but by introducing something else to mash into. Like, I'll use Fright Night as an example. I don't know if you've ever seen Fright Night, the original,
yes.
I haven't
the
seen
remake.
the original.
I have.
So
you can borrow it.
It's actually really good.
Okay, fine.
It works, and it's a very refreshing thing because it's taking a very old standard genre of the vampire movie, but it's introducing a new, a really different idea.
Would you say it's a revisionist take
of, late night monster movie host, gets caught up in actual real vampire thing. I feel like that's a comedy mostly. I mean, it's a thriller comedy. I feel like sometimes we need to kind of do things to freshen up these ideas versus just saying, okay, well now let's just do an alligator in a hurricane. I mean, it's a very high concept idea. It's a hurricane. They all got on a house. There's alligators. Okay, yeah, sure, why not? We can make that movie, but you're not. I don't think you can make it where you're going to make. I mean, where you're never going to sit there and go, oh, I'm just so shocked at what's happening. You're so ahead of everything.
Well, I think, Dan, the thing is because it's like you said, you're taking a familiar concept, but you're putting your own take, your own flavor, your own signature to it. You're doing something a little differently because I think when we think at the root of like a bunch of movies we do like or stuff, when you break it down to its core, it's familiar stories that we've all heard before, but now it's just a fresh new take on it. And I think that's what you have to do. That's what makes the movie successful, and that's what being a good storyteller
But I guess that's what I'm. But this movie
But I think
doesn't, in my opinion, do that.
Well,
this movie is just really like.
This goes into my final thoughts a little bit, but
yeah, that's why I don't want to get there.
No, I think what this is it's at its core. This very, very much feels like a B, almost C movie that would appear on like Sci-Fi Channel, straight to video. But I feel like it's
with better production.
Because and that's the thing is I feel like this movie is a very, very well made B movie.
I agree.
And it because of, like I said, the direction, I think a lot is it elevates the movie a bunch.
Did you see The Shallows?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
No.
I put this movie in the same category as that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree.
I thought The Shallows was a really cool
B movie.
Really cool B movie, but it was also a really cool kind of setup and execution. I mean, it got ridiculous as the shark got bigger and smarter and faster, but whatever. Yeah. I mean, it was still, I'm
going to take a page out of your book, Dan.
Thank you.
So let's go back to another film that I think, and it actually launched someone's career. It was a movie of the week. And it did super well because, like I said, it was like a B story that was just very well made, very well directed. Was the movie Duel?
Yes, I agree.
And
100%. That was Steven Spielberg.
Yeah,
right.
That was his first movie.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. And I think that's kind of what Crawl is.
I think Crawl took it. It's the essence of the idea. I think the director and the writer, whatever, I think they took it as far as you could possibly take it, and took every, the stakes just got higher and higher, and they took it all the way.
I don't know his involvement in it. I don't know if it's just he put the people together. He said this studio is going to work on it with this production. Is Sam Raimi is also credited as the producer
of this movie?
Of this movie? Yeah, I'm saying I don't, but I don't know how much involvement. Like, I don't know if it was like he had the script and he said, "Hey, I like it. Let's just get it done." Like, I don't know if it was just him, selling the movie and then handing it off to just getting everyone together. I don't know if he had any involvement in any of the production, pre-production. Production, post-production, but
right.
Because I think, like I said, I think it might have been these two brothers. I think it just might have been like, he found this script, or the two people who wrote the script found him, and he got it sold by attaching his name to it, and gave some notes. I don't know.
I think. If you love these kind of movies, and you're like a director or writer or whatever, you come up with, if this is a genre you really dig, you come up with this sort of idea. I want to make a movie like that. I want to make a Jaws. I want to make one of those kind of movies. Okay, man. Hurricane, father, daughter, trapped in house, alligators. I mean, it's a very
simple concept.
Yeah, it's a very easy movie to sell. It's a very, and then you just take the stakes and just drive them up as high as you can.
But you know what I've been thinking about? If this movie was made in the 80s, 90s, it would just solely be about the alligators, nothing about the parent and the daughter. And if it was to be remade, they would have added that factor because, Evil Dead and everything, they want to add backstory and they always go for the family.
Yeah.
So I feel like to make this quote-unquote different is to put in that family drama.
The more human.
Right. The human, right. Yeah, the emotion and everything. So I feel like that's why they try to make it, again, quote, different. Or refreshing, whatever.
Yeah. Add some depth, no pun intended, depth to it.
Can we talk about the gore? How do you feel, Dan? How's your Dan meter?
Very low.
You know what part made me
because it was
cringe,
quick.
Though?
Yes.
The part when
he put the wrench in his knee and snapped that thing in place.
Yes, and resetting his bone.
That was crazy.
That was disgusting.
That bothered me a lot.
Same. I went, ugh.
So my Dan...
You went from nothing to bothered me a lot.
My Dan meter went up about 8, 9. But only for that 30 seconds.
Yeah.
The rest of it was shockingly not gory at all.
No, because I think the CGI...
They didn't really show you anything.
Alligator.
Like when the alligators were tearing them apart, you didn't really see anybody being torn apart.
Anaconda,
you didn't see a couple of alligators rip a guy in half or anything.
That was fun though. They did that with the partner, the police partner.
They did.
Yeah, that's when you find out there were more than 2.
Because they got stretched.
You know what?
That guy
They
got
were
stretched.
sharing.
Yum.
Mm-hmm.
Buffet.
But no, I didn't find it very gory.
Yeah, I just want to know your thought on that part.
I found it more suspenseful
I agree.
than scary.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know that I was ever really scared outside of just the jump scare factor that you're always aware of in movies like this. But I did find it suspenseful,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Because, you knew that this wasn't going away.
Mm-mm.
So, but,
The water just keeps coming.
Yeah.
well, that should be on the poster.
The water just keeps coming.
There was a movie made
As in
in
tears.
the 90s called Hard Rain.
Oh, that was like a heist or something.
It was Christian Slater
Yeah.
and Morgan
Morgan Freeman. Yeah.
And it was produced by the same people who did Speed.
They did Speed?
And yeah, so it was like there was a heist in this town, and a big storm
Yeah.
comes in, and there's this gigantic flood, and it's basically just this police officer and these heist guys, and all kind of underwater as this town is just water's rising, and they're
That freaks me out. I can't.
Another movie I think why I might not have wanted to see it crawl initially too. I was still burned out on this one. Was I think maybe a year prior or was that movie? Dan, thank you for reminding me. Hurricane Heist
The truck?
with the trucks, where it was like they knew there was a hurricane coming, so like these like thieves, they like got these trucks and they drove them into like a mall in the neighboring, and they're like, oh yeah, because there's a hurricane, everyone's leaving the town, so we're gonna go in and. That's all I remember.
that's stupid.
It's a movie called Hurricane Heist with
Wasn't
the
there
truck,
like a song that was like a really
like a Billy Joel.
yeah? It's horrible.
Hurricane Heist.
Since you brought up song, I thought of you,
Who are you pointing at?
Travis. I thought of Travis as soon as this happened, and my thought was, okay, I want to know what Travis thought about this. The closing credits song, using that song as the closing credits.
Who was it by?
It's an old 50s song. What is it? It's
Later, alligator.
See you later, alligator. That was
I
the
mean,
closing. I sat there and went, really? This is really stupid.
To me, it's
Maybe they had the song.
because it wasn't that kind of movie
well,
No.
to have that song.
but the thing is I feel like this goes a little earlier 2000s, but like you had the same thing with like Jeepers Creepers with the song. But I feel like for whatever reason that kind of has become a trope in some like horror movies now. It's like, oh, let's have like the like up cheery slow like kind of like song. I
Just
wish
like a laugh.
I wish I had better examples on me now as I say this.
No, I know.
But
what you
it
mean.
didn't phase me because I'm like, oh, like I've seen this before, whatever.
That's a trope in
It
itself.
just didn't do. I was like, huh, okay.
Right, so it didn't
like,
work.
Like in the Meg, where it's like somewhere beyond the sea,
But
where
but the Meg
But I'm just saying,
is a stupid movie, and I say that not as an insult. It knows it's a stupid movie.
This
movie didn't present itself as a stupid movie.
So it
the
kind
Meg
of
totally presented
so
itself
it really
as knowing it very well what it was.
So it broke the illusion for
Well,
you,
it
or
just
what
felt
illusion it had.
It felt inappropriate.
Yeah.
In terms of the mood of the movie at the end.
You know what? The biggest, where I was the most tense
When you were
the
camping.
dog disappeared for a little bit there. So when the movie started,
You were worried about the dog?
hell yeah.
I never thought for a second that dog would
You
be
were
in-
heartless.
So I
just didn't think that they would do that in this
when
movie.
Haley found the dog, I immediately texted these two. I'm like, does
I was
the
gonna
dog
pull it out.
die? And they're like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, if the dog dies, I'm
I
not
hadn't
coming to
watched
this
it.
podcast.
I hadn't watched it yet.
I know.
That's so funny that but you had seen it when it came out in a movie
Yeah.
theater.
But that was also like 6 years ago.
You were.
You would remember if the
Yeah.
dog got done in.
That's probably
You
why.
remember what you do that day?
I
6
actually-
years ago.
I actually typed in the middle of my notes, in the middle of the movie, I was like, are they going to electrocute them? I kept looking for signs of how they were going to do the
That's yeah,
crocodiles.
where they
You know,
make it
movies
out
like
of the
this
water.
Movies like this will always give you something that go,
Hey.
oh, that's going to come in handy later in the
Frank.
movie.
Mhm.
Let's light this shit up.
Oh,
Like when he found the, this was way too late in the movie, but when he got the flares, I thought, oh, they're gonna do something with the flares. Well, they did.
Yeah.
But it's funny how for most of the movie I hung on to this concept that there was going to be this spectacular kill all the alligators in one big
like
explosion.
chain, I mean, like
Yeah.
a chain
Just
or
some
like
gigantic explosion, and they were just going to be alligator meat flying everywhere. I hung on to that for so long, thinking this is going to happen, until I realized, like, with about 10 minutes left, I went, no, this is just about getting the hell away from them. This is not about.
Took you that long?
Yeah, it really did. I really thought that's where we're going to go.
We're not watching the Meg, like you said.
Spectacular ending.
Yeah.
And
like I said, I think
we
they
did
would
not
have.
a
They would have
spectacular
done
ending,
it.
which is okay.
They would have done it if they, like I said, they had the main.
It was just one
alligator. If they had
just fighting one
if they had,
big
if they had Bad Al, the alligator, with the scar. Big Al.
Gator.
Big Al.
It's a toy barn.
Gator.
So
Big algae.
Gator.
Ew, a big algae.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like that there's not that much dialogue.
wow, I have a note saying, man, they're just talking too much.
Okay.
And how much was she talking out loud to herself in that first
I
30
didn't.
minutes?
Okay, I didn't really notice that.
Oh my gosh.
She was like, "I'm a swim."
She
So
was
she swims.
yapping out
So-
loud the entire
She
time.
Her
was saying,
dad
just
wanted
keep
her-
swimming.
I-
Just keep
She
swimming.
was
keep
just
swimming.
talking all the
Her
time.
dad wanted her to talk, so he knows that she's
No,
alive.
no, I'm talking about up before she finds the dad. She's talking out loud to herself.
She's driving. What else do you do when
Wait,
you don't
really
talk
not
to yourself?
talk to yourself?
You don't talk to yourself when you're
It was all right.
Wow.
talking in your sleep.
I'm not
Judge.
kidding. I literally have
Judging.
No, you're-
Judging.
Frank. So I was trying to remember.
too much talking.
Wow.
Hey, Dan, you're talking too much. Frank.
Because she's a woman.
Yeah. Frank, I was trying to remember because allegedly, allegedly,
Yeah.
I may or may not have fallen asleep when we watched this movie in the theater.
Yeah, because you guys were watching at 10:30 at night.
I don't remember.
I was wide awake.
I know.
I'm wide
I'm trying to
awake.
think though. I don't remember.
Yeah, you did fall asleep.
Yeah, I don't remember when it was though. That's what I was
But
thinking.
also at that time, I think 10:30 for you was like 2 a.m. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that made sense.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Well, no, because
yeah,
I
yeah,
was,
yeah.
I was, I was working, I was working a swing shift at that time. But I was,
what?
I was working swing shift at the time.
The hell is
You guys
swing
work
shift?
on swings?
He works
The
on
swing
swings.
shift is typically it's not like the overnight shift, but it's the shift right before, so it'd be like 3 to 12 or something like that.
I just say 3 to 12.
Okay.
I don't know, like. Okay,
The 3
so
to 12 shift.
anyways,
Fuck.
All right.
All
I'm
right.
good.
I'm done.
Dan
I
fell
think-
asleep.
I
He
think
just
we
woke
can-
up.
I think we're going to wrap this thing up.
Yeah.
All
like
right.
they wrapped
gonna
up,
do this like- I'm
the
gonna do
dad's
this-
broken arm.
I'm gonna do this like my. I'm gonna do
That
this.
leg thing, like when he shoves that wrench in his knee
God, and then just
and then
pulls.
just pulls on it, and you hear it go.
It's the power of a good sound effect.
I'm gonna do my pre-thoughts. I mean my final
Really?
thoughts just as fast as my pre-thoughts.
Great.
Final thoughts. A B movie made at an A level.
Okay.
I agree.
I will
Sissy.
give it 4
Wow.
creepy crawlers out of 5.
What are the
What-
are
Do you
the
think-
alligators?
None of,
Alligators.
no, like none of you remember that when we were kids, like creepy crawlers.
No.
Get it?
Oh, come
a
on! It had the
reference.
song.
Yes.
When I was a
Creepy
kid, that's-
crawlers.
Creepy
Yeah,
crawlers
that's-
came out when I was a kid.
Oh, I guess they were like.
Well, we
I
were
guess they were
children
brought
too,
back
Dan.
when I was a kid. They were like the bugs.
Yeah,
and-
yeah. That's when I was a kid. You would make them. You would put
Yeah.
this thing in and
Thank
heat
you,
them up.
Dan.
Yeah. No,
Thank you.
That's not. You didn't create that.
He sings. Oh.
High five was so bad.
What are you doing?
What is wrong with
I
you?
What is wrong with you?
There you go.
There we go.
It
All right.
took 4 times to do the high five.
Yeah, that was my rating.
Can I go?
Of course.
So I think the world building was great. I think it's logical under the
The what?
circumstances.
The what?
It's
World
world
building.
building was good.
It's logical under circumstances. Like 1 or 2 things I'm like, okay, that's kind of stupid. Like swimming faster than an alligator, but whatever. I liked that they used the father-daughter relationship to like soften the
It
story.
reminded you of when.
Yeah, it's like when I was also stuck in the crawl space, waiting for help. I feel like it helped it helps me root for their survival. Gives me something to look forward to, or what is that word?
Emotional.
To cling to.
Yeah, I don't know. Sure.
To root for.
To root for.
She was doing the root hand
yeah.
thing.
I thought the gore was good. It's minimal, but I mean the tourniquet and like the bone setting kind of really helped. CGI was not good, but again forgiving, so that's totally fine.
You mean the alligator CGI?
Yeah.
They should have brought in like Rick
Better than
Baker.
that damn anaconda.
That's what I'm saying. I'm rating it to like comparing it to Anaconda, so anything's better than Anaconda.
Maybe that came out
20 years ago. Yeah. Great tension, especially like after when they got pushed back into the house by the water. After and I'm like, damn, I'm tired.
You're like, this is exhausting.
Yeah, like I wouldn't make it.
Life really hit them.
Yeah, like it hit me when that happened to me.
It was a bad couple hours.
Yeah. So overall, I'm gonna give it a 3.8. What did I say?
Wow.
Dad's limb. Oh yeah, his arm got torn off.
I do not want to talk about that because that dad would not survive that.
Well, he's now part of my rating system.
That was not a good enough tourniquet he threw on that arm.
Well, you don't know.
He
He
could
could have
have
died.
blood.
He could have
Lost
died.
blood so fast from that thing. He would
That's
have
true.
never.
Dan,
That's true.
see the part they cut out of the movie is when they're in the
Is when he
helicopter.
dies.
Yeah, they're in the helicopter. And the pilot look at the door, goes, "Hey, your dad's not making it. Say goodbye now." If you hadn't had a talk already,
Your dad's dead.
Your dad's dead.
I hope you had a talk.
I hope
in
you
that
had a
crawl
talk.
space.
Yeah, the
Hope you guys
space.
worked out that swimming thing when you were in junior high. All right, Frank.
Do you realize this guy's? I mean, sorry.
Or do you?
No, I'll let you do it because I'm gonna be very quick.
Oh well. Okay.
I mean, honestly, yeah. I feel like you know I'm gonna give it a high score because I suggested it and wanted to watch it and
Since
forced you to watch it.
2022.
You guys have pretty much said everything that I feel about the movie. It hasn't changed since I watched it, with the exception of you pointing out that there is no like climactic. Like there's a moment, and
But it's not
the
needed.
moment with the death roll and the flare in the eye. But I feel like there was like a bigger moment there that they didn't do. But it's okay because that's not the point, so it's fine. I didn't have a problem with the sky because I wasn't really looking at it. I was looking at the movie, Dan. So like, pay attention or whatever.
I don't know why. I couldn't take my eyes off that sky.
you were looking in the water.
Yeah, and I saw myself.
Okay.
Yeah, lots of cool tense moments. There's nothing scary other than like, you know, the jump scares, but it's more about tension, and I really enjoyed that about it. And I enjoyed the aspect of like trying to see, oh, how are they going to make it to, you know, the next moment. So with that, I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5.
Wow.
Swim, Haley, swim!
Yeah.
I loved
Dan's
it.
like Dan. The only reason Dan's saying "wow" is like, "Wow, they rated it that low."
Did you give it like a 4?
Yes.
Yeah, same score.
3.8.
Okay.
Better be a
Dan's
high
gonna go into
score.
every
Yeah,
detail.
I don't know that I disagree with you.
But you're completely wrong.
But I just felt it lacked a real climax. I'm sorry. Not that it had to be the big blow up the shark moment.
How many times
But
have you heard that, Dan?
It was pretty darn not real climactic. I mean, there was a lot of great stuff in third act, don't get me wrong. But it didn't really come to a great crescendo, in my opinion. But I don't know what that means in terms of if it was
Needed?
Well, apparently to me it was because I felt a lack of that. But was it scary? No, not really. It was suspenseful, and most of the deaths were really obvious, and you could see them coming from a mile away. So there was no shocking death moments because you knew neither one of them were going to die. I kept trying to think in my mind, how can the dad die and this work out okay for the movie?
Yeah.
It can't.
No.
It's just not that kind of movie.
Mm-mm.
So that was fine. I think it was a good summer popcorn movie. I would have really probably liked it even more if I'd have been in a dark theater watching it
The full crowd.
versus in my den,
Mhm.
or I'm sorry, in our cabin. I do. I think that would have made it a better experience having seen it that way. So having said all that, I'm going to give it 3 stolen ATMs out of 5.
That's a great item.
Yeah, that was great. I wish I could remember what they say when they throw it in.
Clunk.
She says something about...
We're getting paid today.
Yeah, I don't know.
But also, how does the ATM not sink the boat?
Yeah, how?
Yeah, it put a hole in the boat. Water just spray.
See, they were going to die either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either from the snacks
And
or
little
from
did
the
they know, the ATM was brand new and wasn't even loaded yet.
Little did they know.
Cool. Oh,
Yeah, so that's basically
I
it.
need to figure out what we're doing next week.
But, you know, there you go, folks.
And there
Crawl.
it is.
That was anticlimactic.
And that's the way.
The Cookie Gators.
Yeah.
So what are we watching next week?
I don't know, Dan. Oh, you didn't
Well,
ask.
yes, you do.
Actually.
Actually.
Well, what are we doing right now? We're
Love
in an active,
Actually?
We're in an
Oh
active.
my gosh, I'd love that movie.
That was a creature feature.
So something
Yeah, it's
similar
pretty
to
scary.
Love Actually. We're actually watching The Fly.
Which version?
You're talking about the Vincent Price one, right?
No.
Not the
No.
The David Cronenberg.
not
Jeff
the one
Goldblum.
with Jeff Goldblum.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Where he actually turns into a fly in front of us.
Well, then, okay. We're not watching.
Oh,
Spoiler
it.
alert.
I'm sorry.
Spoiler.
I've seen the movie. I'm sorry.
I've seen too much.
Finally, you've seen something.
Woohoo!
Woohoo.
Finally, it is.
That's
time.
not Christmas Vacation.
Dan watches movies other than Christmas Vacation.
Wow, guys, that was insulting.
Yeah,
Or
we're-
Shark or Jaws.
That's right. Keep bullying Dan.
But not Jaws
I
2.
will be texting all of you sometime on Monday saying what streaming service this is on. How can I watch this?
We have it on
Wow.
Voodoo/Fandango at home.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Good to know.
If you did your homework, you'd know that, Dan.
Wow, Dan. How
Well,
did
when
you
I
not
go
know?
on Google and say streaming, they're all liars. When I go,
That's
on
what-
true. It's not.
that's
it's
why
not
you
like-
go on
true.
it.
And
That's
it's
why you go
not
on a
free. They'll
website
say
co-
if you have subscription, it's free. No, it's not. You charge me $3.99.
That's why if you there's a site, it's called justwatch.com. Type it in, then type
Yeah.
in the name of the movie, and it's current. It'll tell you where it's streaming.
IMDb does that too. Now it has.
Oh.
It tells you where it streams.
right on.
Support.
Well, Google lies.
All right,
This was fun.
we stayed dry.
Ew.
Sure we did. Thank you for listening and being a part of this wonderful podcast. We would love for you to share, to comment, to like, tell your friends about us, because we are growing and we need you to help us grow.
Dan
We're
just
growing boys.
And next week we'll be talking about The Fly. Woohoo, can't wait. Until then,
You sound so excited.
I'm Dan.
I'm Travis.
Sam.
Crawl. Frank. Sorry.
Frank Crawfish.
Hailey.
And
Highly.
we will see you later. We are
Bye.
out.